Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get right down to business. To start a game, online or offline, you just tab with the controller here. And you can technically start the game offline, however, you are required to have an internet connection. So that's a huge thing. Now I am on a Windows 10 computer. I'm not on a PS4. I'm not on an Xbox One. I'm not on the Minecraft.net stores launcher version, and I'm not on a Nintendo Switch. So I can't speak for those platforms. However, I am pretty certain, unfortunately, that if you do not have an active internet connection, you will be unable to play this game. Now I'm going to try and do something here. If you just bear with me for a moment, I'm actually going to disable my internet. And we're going to see what happens. Now, you could be thinking to yourself, hey, wait a second. I thought you said it doesn't work. Well, here's the weird thing. I've also was connected online originally. Okay? So if you lose internet connection, you'll still be able to play. Now what's going to happen, because I am disconnected from the internet, here's what we're going to do. Because it's working, right? Like, I mean, I'm here. I'm playing. Now watch what happens when I go back to the desktop. Okay, great. Now let's go back into the game. Oh. It says there was a crash. Well, no. There wasn't a crash. I disconnected from the internet while I was in-game. And I'm still disconnected from the internet. We're going to load it up and I'm going to show you what happens. This is important to discuss because that can greatly affect a lot of people as to whether or not they're going to buy a game. I know that it affects me tremendously. I don't like games that have forced online when you can play them offline. I love how Diablo 3 on console works. So as you can see, I've now gone back into the game. I decided to, oh, you know, I got out of the game, I want to go back in. Maybe you lost the internet connection. You're thinking that you're just going to jump right back into the game. Well, does it look like we're doing pretty good right now? We're not. So again, in a brief couple of moments, you've learned that you can play offline by yourself while actively connected to the internet. You've also learned that if you lose internet connection for the remainder of your session, you'll still be able to play, as I demonstrated. But once you exit, you try to go back in, this is what you get. Please check your network connection and try again. You can't back out of that. You have to accept, in which it'll just do the same thing again. It'll just keep spinning. So this is really important to take into consideration. Some people aren't going to give a damn. But chances are, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you care. I care. I paid $1 for this game on Game Pass. And you might be thinking, hey, it's because you're on Game Pass. Incorrect. You are able to play Game Pass PC for 30 days at a time offline. So, assuming the game supports offline, which clearly this one doesn't seem to do so. Again, I cannot speak for consoles. I don't know if it's the same on Xbox, PS4, and Switch, or even the Minecraft.net version of the game. I wish these types of details were shared more often by people or the developers, and for the most part they tend to be. See, then it says that you've signed out of your profile, but like I said, when you try to go back in, I mean, I'll wait another minute just to see what happens, because this is the second time I do this, but I've actually never tried staying on this screen after it logs you out automatically, just to kind of see what happens. So we'll just kind of wait a moment. It is a shame that it works this way. I get it. It's 2020. Don't you have the internet, you know, by now? It's not even a question of that. I already have to rely on my controller working. I have to rely on my computer working. I have to rely on my TV working. I have to rely on power being generated through my home. Now I just got to tack on the internet on top of that. It's just one of those additional things I got to worry about. And for me, it drives my OCD overboard, not being able to play games offline. You might laugh and go, but don't I remember you saying World of Warcraft is one of your favorite games? Yeah, but it's an online MMORPG. I'm okay with that. It's meant to be an online game. I still wish I had an offline game, even though you can't do anything. Yeah, it's just not going to work. Funny enough, you can't even exit the game either. That's the funny thing. You can't do nothing. I actually have to hard exit on my second screen to shut it down. So let me know down in the comments section if you're on PS4, are you on Xbox One? Are you on the Minecraft.net launcher version of the game? Have you tried playing offline without an active internet connection to see what you get? Let me know down below if that's possible. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. And I'll just make sure the next time you play any game for the rest of your life, this is what you get right here. You get absolutely nothing. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, redeem yourself, regain connection to your games, that would be wonderful. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as. And as always, hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Bye for now.